Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and since we have gotten a new banner in this video, I'd like to take a look at it and give you my opinion on it. So, I didn't expect Cloud to get a literal boob armor, but the stats are exactly what I was expecting him to be. So 10 points into physical attack, that's even better, because I thought if it would be just 5 points, it'll still be fine. But what's most important is Cloud also has his physical ability mastery outfit upgrade. Tifa and Sephiroth already got them not too long ago, so it's great because all three of them are an upgrade to those FF9 outfits. Then we have Glavenus Sword, which is Cloud's banner weapon, and at OB10 120 this sword has 691 points in physical attack stat, which, if I am not mistaken, might be the highest one in the game currently. Then we have our abilities, so 62 HP and 39 boost physical ability potency. And 62 points into HP is a big number. That's level 4 if you were to use it as secondary or sub-weapon, or level 7 if you were to use it in main weapon slot. Boost physical ability potency is standard, but then we have support material slots, which are also very nice with fire boost and circle sigil boost. But now we have the command ability Fierce Charge Slash, which deals up to 850 physical non-elemental damage to a single enemy, but it also decreases physical defense with mid potency, so 2 stacks, which is a 20% debuff. And if Cloud is at 50% HP or higher, it also increases Cloud's physical attack with high potency, so 30%. So 850% doesn't seem like a lot of damage when we have non-elemental launch weapons that deal 900. But Glavenus isn't a strictly DPS weapon because it inflicts buffs and debuffs, which will increase Cloud's damage by a lot. Yes, first hit will be only 850%, but after both attack buff and defense debuff are inflicted, the next hit will be much more powerful because Cloud will get a 50% damage increase. This will be around 300% damage, which only Zidane does. So not only that, this weapon seems like a perfect secondary weapon for Cloud to buff pretty much all his builds, whether it's Murasame, Sky Splitter or Stream Saber, and it could also be a very viable non-elemental DPS weapon on its own. But of course it will be a very good sub-weapon too. Glavenus will also have an outstanding synergy with Zidane if you happen to have it. 50% boost on Zidane's already 300% damage will be huge, and to me it feels like those non-elemental exclusive weapons for Cloud, Tifa and Sephiroth have been made for each other. Sephiroth now is an amazing versatile DPS and debuffer, while Cloud and Tifa have essentially the same thing. Glavenus is Tifa's Amaranth and Tifa's Zangan is Cloud Zidane. Then we have Zack with the second Lightning Arcanum outfit in a game, which has 10 points into boost physical ability potency, which is nice. And then of course we have Lightning Arcanum, 35% lightning damage. And it's interesting that this outfit has physical ability potency here, because Zack's weapon has lower ability points, but it's still very nice and it will be very useful. Zack got Zinogre Blade, which at OB10 120 has 667 points in physical attack stat, which is very fine, and support material slots are also very nice with that X-Sigil boost. But then we have our abilities, and Zinogre has only 31 physical attack points and then 39 lightning potency. 39 in elemental potency is standard, but 31 physical attack points is indeed lower than we normally get, but it's because of that command ability is very powerful on this weapon. So Lightning Edge does 940% lightning physical damage to a single enemy, but if Zack is at 70% HP or higher, it will deal 1.2 more damage. So 940% damage is already insanely powerful hit. It's the highest number we have on any elemental weapon currently, and it's even higher than some non-elemental weapons in a game. But if you keep Zac at 70% HP or even higher, then this weapon will hit 20% harder, so it will do over 1100% damage, and this is crazy. So since this command ability is so overpowered, it's very understandable that physical attack or ability is a little bit lower. I would say they have attempted to balance it a little bit, but to be honest, 31 points into physical attack stats is only, 15 points less than most standard weapons, so it still should be very easy to compensate with any other secondary or sub weapons for that lack of physical attack on main weapon. But Zinogre will still be very powerful, almost overpowered anyway. Even if you count OB10 it, at OB1 it will hit for 610% damage, and if you overboost it to OB6 it will hit for 780%, which will already make it hit harder than Cloud's Murasame at OB10, and that's without even adding that 20% boost if Zac's above 70% HP. And if you were to pair it with Ceremonial Swords, then Zac will get another 30% physical attack boost on top of that. Twinkling Star would also be a nice secondary weapon, but it depends what you would need for the battle. So I think this is an outstanding banner, which should be not surprising because it's an exclusive banner. But Zac got an amazing lightning DPS, and now he has 3 very strong elements: fire, ice and lightning, and Zac is becoming very quickly one of those very best DPS characters. Also, it might be a coincidence, but Zac now already has the same exact 3 elements as Cloud does. And as for Cloud, I think Cloud's weapon is amazing, because unless you need any other particular weapon for a battle, this will be a perfect secondary weapon for him. But ideally you want to get Glavenus at OB6 to instantly get that max potency buff, otherwise you would be losing DPS rather than gaining it, especially if you can apply that physical defense debuff. But yes, you could say that buffs are situational, but at the beginning of the battle, while you're waiting for your command stance to fill to max, you can apply it and you'll get that big burst damage while those buffs are active. As I previously mentioned, it will be a very nice non-elemental weapon as well. The first hit applying buff and debuff, and then those next hits will hit much harder. But I have to remind you, this is only the first banner, and this crossover will have it for a month, so I can recommend wait and then decide if you want to pull, and if you do, on which banner. We are guaranteed to get Tifa and Aerith in the upcoming banners. Most likely it'll be the same case as the FF9 crossover, so first Zac and Cloud banner, and then we'll get Tifa and Aerith in separate banners. So we'll have 3 banners, but only this first banner might be a double character banner. It's not guaranteed, but it is very likely to happen. So if you are unsure what to do now, I can suggest wait till we get the other banners and then decide what you want to do. Personally, I will pull on this banner because Cloud's gear is exactly what I need. Also, Cloud and Zac being together is even a better bonus for me, but I will pull here immediately because I don't plan pulling on Tifa or Aerith. As I already said, you can wait a few weeks until we have all the banners and then you can choose whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's all for now. So if you will be pulling on this banner, I hope you'll get lucky and you are welcome to share how it went. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.